Hey guys, it's Lofty here with my thoughts on the Current USA Serene 65-gallon aquarium system. I received this and set it up about a month ago now, and I thought it was a good time to give a review and discuss the pros and cons of it, or if other people should get it, and if I'm overall happy with my purchase. So the first thing I'll touch on is the delivery and unpacking. So it took about a week and a half from when I ordered it for it to actually be delivered, so not too long. There was Memorial Day that weekend too, so it might have taken a few days longer than normal. Um, the thing they do is I'd recommend they have a big page on their website, which is very nice for how the delivery works. So pretty much answered any questions I had. But they will call you and set up the delivery time. Once the trucking company, it's a freight company that delivers it, they'll give you a call and set up a time to deliver it. With Current, they had really good communication. I actually hadn't reached out to them about anything. They actually had let me know, hey, it's going to ship this day, and they said it'll probably be ready to arrive like early this week. And yeah, they kept letting me know and gave me good updates the whole way through. Um, so good on their part with communication, and I feel like if I had any problem, they would have responded right away. And another good thing that if you actually read their page they have, they're a freight company that delivers it. They don't actually have to deliver it to like your front door, and they won't come inside, but they actually really only have to deliver it to basically where your mailbox is. So like the curb that's gonna be off the street, but basically the furthest from your house, but the closest to be safe and like out of the road is pretty much what their website says. But the delivery driver I had was really nice. He was great. Once he unloaded it from the truck, he actually just said, where do you want me to bring it to? Just up to the steps?" And I said, "Yeah, that's great," because I didn't expect it to. I expected us to have to load it and bring it closer to the house. So that was great. And basically, from that, all you had to do is they just unpack the crate with a screwdriver, and then just slowly unload things. Unload a few things, and then bring the stand in and bring the tank in. And it's real simple to do. They made it real easy, and everything was well packed. I had nothing damaged. So overall, good things about the delivery and unpacking. It's very easy, and actually ended up being easier than I thought from the Current's webpage. So going on to the next thing is the setup. So this kind of ties into delivery, but the setup I already talked about unpacking. But for setup, once we had the stand inside and the tank inside on it, it was very easy. They gave you a little level, which was nice, in case you don't have one. But otherwise, it has self-leveling feet on the stand, so just level the stand before you put the tank on. And they pretty much gave you instructions that have that in there, and they step by step for everything you should do, and they make it real clear and real easy. If you just follow that, it'll be real easy to set up. The only thing is, obviously, with a 65-gallon tank, it's pretty heavy, and the stand was heavier than I expected, but I guess that's a good thing. This is made well and solid. But yeah, you just need a friend there to help you move the tank once you get it. But other than that, actually setting it up, you can do all by yourself. But pretty much, besides leveling it, not much had to be done. Once you got the tank onto the stand and did whatever aquascaping decorations you want and put water in it, it was almost plug and play. The filter was super easy. They already have all the tubes set up for you, so you just had to take them out of the stand, put them in, and then once water was in the tank on the filter, you just push down a couple times and water goes in it, and then once you're ready, you just plug it in and you just turn it on and start pumping. So that was super easy. For the inline heater, nothing needs to be done. It starts on 78, but you can set it to whatever temperature you want, and it just starts working right away. And the light system as well. I already had Current lights before, so it's a little familiar, but it was just, plug in a few things, and then it comes with a remote and turn it on. And there's a little bit of a learning curve for how to actually use the remote, all the lights together and the timer mode and everything, but I'll give you instructions for that. And it was pretty easy just to set up the lights, easy to put on, easy to turn on, attach, and everything. So yeah, everything was very quick once you got the tank actually on the stand and water in it. So good to them on their part for putting clear instructions and just overall making the entire system work nicely and be very easy to set up. So now I want to get into the bulk of it, and the important stuff, I guess, is the pros and cons of it, and then am I happy with my purchase? So I'll kind of just go through the pros first. The first one that I want to touch on is lights. I think pretty much anyone, at least that I know, that has used Current lights before are very happy with them. The background light just looks very cool. This is the first time I've used the top light, but I'm very happy with it. I'd actually probably use a Current light for future aquariums, even if I didn't want a backlight, because the top light just has a lot of different color settings. It's very easy to use with the remote. But overall, the lights look amazing, and it has a built-in automation, a built-in timer mode, but there's also a timer mode where you can kind of customize it and put your own colors and own fades and stuff. So overall, very happy with it. And then there's also some fun modes that you can see here to play with. There's a little thunderstorm, rolling clouds, star moonlight mode. There's some other stuff you can do with the top light that's pretty cool. So yeah, overall, I'm very happy with it, and I'm excited to keep playing with it, kind of make my own stuff. Also, another thing, because it isn't just a simple IR remote that controls it. I kind of wish there was more functionality that they gave you to control it with, but something for me as a programmer, taking like a Raspberry Pi or something and really automating it, I think there's a lot of possibility with the functionality of the lights. If you can just actually get finer tune control and automate that, you can do some really cool stuff, I think. But the next thing, and this is one of the main reasons I got it, is the modern look of the overall whole system. And that's just a big plus. I think one of the unfortunate things about the aquariums right now is for modern looking cabinets, there's really not that many on the market, unfortunately. This is one Current, Waterbox has ones, and then there's a few others. There is one sort of budget one for 55 gallon that I liked. There's actually out of stock, so this is kind of one of the reasons I went this. But that, and then the rimless tank, and then the lights with it all, it looks amazing, especially if you aquascape it. And it has the frosted intake tubes and outtake tubes for the filter. Everything else is hidden, and overall, the modern look is just great. So that's one of the best things for it, and one of the main reasons I ended up getting it and going with it. The next thing is the ease of setup, and then also kind of comes with everything you need. Comes with, if you buy the one, at least with the filter, which is what I did, the filter, the heater, the lights, it has everything you need. You can just run with that, and you don't really need anything else. But the setup was great. Basically everything was plug and play. You just need a friend to help you lift it, because both the stand and the tank are heavy. But it has self-leveling feet. I don't know what else to say. It's pretty much just plug and play. The heater works great. Lights were easy. Filter was super easy, which was great. I do want to do a follow-up video later, because I haven't actually done any maintenance on it, so we'll see how that turns out. But overall, I mean, it looks like pretty much a standard canister filter. So overall, great with all that. And as I said earlier, the instructions are very easy to follow, which I appreciate them making. And the last big pro, I did mention this, but the inline heater, I'm just a huge fan of it. You don't see in the tank, so it's another thing that you don't have to have in the tank for aquascaping. The temperature is super consistent on it. Because basically as water comes out of the filter and goes back in the tank, it's heating that water to the temperature you set. But for my thermometers that I have in the tank, and I have a digital one, it pretty much is always reading 80, which I set it to. So it'll go maybe down to like 79.5 and like 80.5, but it's almost always like right around 80, a point or two decimal point off, which with the normal underwater heaters that I've used previously, It's usually between like 2 to 3 degrees difference that it hovers between, which is fine. But this one seems to keep it super consistent, which I love, and then it's hidden. So basically, I'm hoping it lasts. Hopefully it does. I mean, I'll give another review in 6 months or so, and then maybe even a couple years out. But hopefully it lasts is really the only thing. I know heaters are known for not lasting. I guess it's different than an underwater one, but hopefully it lasts is basically all I have to say. But otherwise, it's great. And then now going on to next big thing is cons. And really, I don't have any cons to say about it, but I guess the big elephant in the room is the price of the system. And that's mainly the only con I have, and it definitely is a con. The whole system is pricey. If you get what I got the whole system, but not the aquascape kit, because I wanted to use my own plants, real plants and stuff. Their aquascape kit comes with all artificial stuff. But so I did the tank that comes with the whole system, the lights, the filter, the heater, and it comes all pretty much pre-assembled too. There's also an option, and so the option I did is $2,000. The other option is you just get the tank and the stand, and the stand isn't pre-assembled, and that is $1,000. And then if you want to do the aquascaping kits, it adds on like $200 to what I got. But basically, I'm going to be talking about the $2,000 comes with everything, because that's what I did. And basically, it is pricey. I actually got it for $300 off $1,700, so it was a sale going on, and that knocked off some price, so that made it even more worth it. But before that happened, I was actually very much considering it. I pretty much had decided this is probably the one I'm going to go with, because I knew I wanted to round a 55 to 75 gallon tank that was nice. Basically a really nice modern looking stand is what I wanted. And I was pretty much sold on, okay, I'm probably going to get this one because it came with everything. And then I got a little discount, so it made it more worth it for me. But even with $2,000, it's not that big of a difference. But it is expensive. It's not for if you're someone in the hobby trying to do the hobby on a budget. It's basically if you want a very nice looking tank to aquascape and that is low effort to set up, that's when it fits. But if you're on a budget or you don't want to spend about $2,000 on an aquarium, then probably not for you. That's really the only negative, and it is negative. I mean, the tank's not going to be for a lot of people because of that. So that's the one thing I guess to keep in mind when you're looking at it is it worth it? And for me, a month out, it definitely was worth it. I think that yeah, I'm very happy with this, but it is pricey, so it's not for everyone. But overall, yeah, after a month, if money's not an issue for it, I highly recommend it. I'm super happy with it. I hope everything, the filter and the heater and the lights, and obviously the glass itself, no problems happen with it. I'm gonna definitely want to do a 6-month review, and then maybe even after that, maybe a couple of year review, 2-year review or something. But I'm super happy with it. It looks amazing. I'm happy I purchased it, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone who wants a nice aquarium and money for it is not an issue. So overall, yeah, let me know what you thought, guys. If you are interested in it, or the price is just too much of a negative that you wouldn't even think about getting this. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.